Hello everyone, this is VGC Mike and we're here to stream some Pokemon Champions today. Oh, hang on a second. So we are getting a few things ready here still. I plan on using my Charizard Y team that I've been using for a little while, and that's because we're getting closer up on the ladder, and I would like to keep trying to climb up as high as we can. But if that doesn't go well, I do have another team, which is I guess an enhanced version of a prior team that I liked quite a bit. So I'm not sure right now if we'll be playing both, or if I'll just be using my Charizard team. I guess if everything goes really well for me, then we'll just, win a lot of games with Charizard and we won't have to worry about switching teams, but if I just can't get on a good win streak, then we'll switch things up. Let me see, I think it's not in battle. So I'm going to import my Politoed. Let's collect from home. So this team, if we do end up using Politoed, will have to be adjusted. But right now I'm not, again, super worried about it because I would like to use Charizard. Okay. So, let's see how we're doing. So I'm currently rating 2,111. We're in a placement of 3,723. If my math is correct on where everything is, I think it's going to be like, well, to Champions tier, it would be like close to 20 games, maybe a little bit less in a row. Not necessarily in a row, but I guess like you'd have to go positive like 18 to 20 games. So if I lost 10 games, I would need to win 28 or so. And then into rank 1, which is top 1,000, it would be probably about half of that. So we're going to give it a try. Charizard, I've been liking him, but the team, I will say, is definitely okay. Spathra, I know, did pretty well in the GC recently, but I don't think I've really looked at the team. So I guess the first question is this a Zoroark game? Which he seems okay, though not great, because Lopunny can fake out Zoroark regardless of him being a ghost type or not. But I guess if you're using Lopunny, then you're not using Blastoise, which would be interesting. I think we'll do this. So we are going to go with the Zoroark mode. I'll give you guys a fair warning. Not every single time, but a lot of times if you lead Zoroark and it's not the call, the game is over pretty quickly. So we'll see how this goes. Okay. Shadow Ball and Rock Slide. Actually, I'm just gonna Shadow Ball and switch Whimsicott in. Because Encore on Fake Out or Calm Mind, I guess, is like not the worst thing ever. Yeah, I see Sushi Man, Morzard, and Zora. Let's go. Yeah, this is definitely my like default team. I kind of hinted at this at one point, but some of the sets on these guys do tend to lean a little bit more like, I guess, it works for me, but like we're not running the Dragon Fang, what's it called? Scale Shot stuff or anything on Garchomp. We're just running like, okay. So this is a little complicated. I am going to go for the Shadow Ball here and Encore here. It's very obvious, but we'll see what they want to do. Okay. So sometimes the obvious play is just the right play. Ooh, that's way too much damage for them. And that's also really nice. Jeffrey, what team would you recommend? A fairly new competitor. I made it to Masters with the Blastoise team, with my Blastoise team, but now would like to run something different. Give me one sec. I mean, I think this team is pretty cool. I don't know if it's necessarily, you know, not beginner friendly, but let me see here. Who would you switch out to? I mean, you probably brought Garchomp, I would think. I'm going to switch into my Garchomp and Encore again over here. So, I don't what rank are you right now? Do you mind telling me? That might help me get a better picture. Aegislash, okay. Ooh, Protect is just as good as anything else, honestly. Okay. How fast is this guy? Probably pretty fast, right? 3. Yeah, he's fast. Okay, so I guess the safest thing we could do here would be Dragon Claw and Encore, and hopefully he doesn't get the double protect. Oh no. Alright, well that wasn't the call. Dang it, if I knew he was going to do that, I would have Tailwinded at the very least. For Goodra. I mean, that still does a lot. Okay. Let me see. Let's Earthquake and Tailwind. Since they set up so many commons, I wouldn't be surprised if they have like Ice Beam or Dragon Pulse and everything else, but we'll have to see. Okay, so Master Ball rank 4. I mean, there's a lot of good teams out there that I think are good for beginners. Probably the easiest type of team would be the type that have like a very specific like game plan, I would say. So there's a lot of really good teams out there right now that have multiple megas and stuff, and they're very reliant on you kind of deciding which mega to bring, those sorts of things. I'm not sure if that would be my suggestion for someone trying to learn this game as a beginner, because there's a lot more, options for you to figure out. All right, I wouldn't be surprised if we lose Garchomp here, but with a Tailwind up and the Pokemon we have... Oh, wow. That's greedy. So I'd say like the Blastoise team is pretty cool because it's just a single mega team. And it's all in on just helping Blastoise and supporting him. Same with this team, it's single mega as far as Charizard goes. I guess the one thing that is a little funny is Zoroark. I wouldn't say Zoroark's like a high skill ceiling Pokemon by any means, but he is interesting in the fact that he costs like... Or not, he costs. There is some things you can do with him that are complicated. Like, I guess deciding what Zoroark is, or what he's going to become an illusion of, is kind of complicated in some ways. I don't know if Dragon Claw gets it here. I'm worried about Wide Guard. So hopefully Dragon Claw... I don't think it does get it, though. I think the damage it did originally, with one Shelter up, they probably live this. I guess we'll find out. They Focus Sash, Aegislash, I'm not sure if you usually would run Wide Guard with that. Oh, they're just running Protect. Alright, well that's good. Okay, they're gonna get some sneak damage in here. So Espathra and Lopunny are their last Pokemon. If you send in Lopunny, you're going to get a Fake Out on one Pokemon, but I think as long as like Charizard doesn't miss a Heat Wave, it doesn't really matter, because both of these guys can knock out the... Actually, I think both of these Pokemon... Earthquake, I think, knocks out everything left on their team, and so does Heat Wave, so... Probably their best bet would be to Fake Out Garchomp and hope that the Heat Wave misses. And then you still have to contend with Zoroark, but that's not ideal for me either, because I'll have to lock into like Hyper Voice, which won't do too much damage. So yeah, I'm just gonna lock both Earthquake and Heat Wave, and I guess it depends on how fast Goodra really is. It probably isn't that fast, so even with ×3, I wouldn't be surprised if Charizard outspeeds. We know Garchomp does. Hey Proluke, how's it going? We are on our first battle here. What's with the audio? Is there something wrong with my audio? Am I too quiet, or is the game too quiet? Yeah, if that is the case, I'd love to know, because I was not aware of that. I should be able to fix it if that's the case. I thought I tested it and listened to it on my phone before this started, but... yeah, we're just going to keep spamming. Yeah, they forfeit. Okay. So we're climbing. My voice is echoing. Okay, yeah, I just checked it and I heard the same thing. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I had no idea. Let me see. I mean, this is the same setup I usually use, so I don't know why it's being weird. Okay. I guess I could have done a little recording test before I did this, but usually I don't need to. Okay, audio input. Oops. Okay, I think I might have figured it out. Hang on 1 second, guys. Okay. Okay, let me test that now. All right, I think we're good to go. Let me know if it goes back, but somehow I apparently added like a second. I mean, this is all not, interesting, but essentially I had a copy of my mic on my streaming setup, so it was sounding echoey and robotic because there was like 2 of my voices playing at the same time. All right, thanks for the heads up, Luke. I'm seeing a couple Pokemon here I don't really like to see. Milotic definitely being one of them. Sword, I'm looking at your comment. It probably wasn't me unless this was a long time ago. Actually, even then it wouldn't have been very likely because I didn't use this team at all until I was already in Master Ball tier. Okay, let me lock in real quick and pick my team. So Zoroark is always very sketchy into King Gambit because of the... Oof, I do not like this team at all. I don't know if these were the right guys. I just kind of had to go with it. But yeah, Sword, my this Vrental team has been out there for a minute. Oh, thanks, Sword. Yeah. You could have faced someone either with this type of team or who might have been using this team. Yikes. Diggers B. Diggers B. Not gonna lie, we do have to respect this guy a little bit. I know he's gonna get Rock Slide. I'm just worried about something along the lines of like a Focus Sash or a Scarf. Okay, interesting. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna Heat Wave and Moonblast King Gambit. I guess the other option is to set Tailwind. This is a weird one. It's alright. I mean, Diggers B is here, so that's already kind of strange. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I mean, I don't mind that, because I can Encore you into Tailwind. And King Gambit is not one-shotting Charizard, that's for sure. Okay. So let's see if they switch out, but even if you do, I mean, nothing really likes getting hit by a Heat Wave. Okay. I mean, that's also Encore. Like, okay. Yep, that hurts. If this misses, it'd be really unfortunate because it doesn't, but alright. Okay, he's got the Diggers B out again. I'm kind of okay with just switching into Garchomp. And Encore? Because I do think you're going for a rock move. Prolux says, have you tried Mega Gardevoir? One of my favorite Pokemon, but I'm not good at team building. I haven't tried it yet. Outside of, well, that's not entirely true. My friend downloaded Pokemon Champions onto his Switch, and I was playing with like rentals and such, and I was using Mega Gardevoir on that team. Who's his Mega again? It's Meganium, right? Okay. So Earthquake actually isn't very valuable. We'll just go Dragon Claw and Moonblast. Just target on this side. Oh, he didn't even bring his Mega. Just Milotic. Dodge on Whimsicott. Not taking a lot of damage here. Did we flinch? We didn't. Okay, cool. So I'm sure you have an ice move. I don't really want to just go down immediately to that. So I'll Tailwind up and see if you match Tailwind or what you end up doing here. But yeah, Luke, I have seen Gardevoir Deems be pretty good. Yeah, Ice Beam. So I would say... I think we're fine here. I'm going to reset the sun. I'm going to Rock Slide and Solar Beam. And as long as we don't miss the Rock Slide on Talonflame, I think we're okay. If they opt to protect Talonflame and take the knockout on Garchomp, then Sneasler should be able to come in and clean up, I would think. Okay. This Rock Slide plus Solar Beam could get it too, depending on how the Milotic's trained. Yeah, this is really close. Solar Beam usually does around 80. Okay, so that one's definitely bulky, or at least specially defensive. I mean, I think you just lose now. Unless my Rock Slides just miss everything. So I guess the question is... Well, a lot of Milotics don't even run Protect anymore, so I think we just keep trying to hit Milotic. Okay, this one does. So if we land Rock Slide, we're still good here. But if we miss it, it's pretty bad, actually. Okay, cool. I don't think it would have been unlosable or unwinnable, but it would have been pretty annoying because they probably could have picked up the KO on Zard. Garchomp drops to Ice Beam the next turn for sure. I mean, we could have knocked out Milotic with close combat from this range, so. All right. And actually, counting my win streak from last night, this will put me at 5. So we should be kind of climbing up at this point. $32.47. Oh, that's... placement is always like delayed for some reason, so the rating is 2139. I bet you we're in the top 3,000, so it should be like 2,000 something if we actually check over here. Okay, we're just barely in the top 3,000. Yeah, I think it's another 5 or 6 before we get into the rank 1, top 1,000 of players. But it's a good start. 2 wins right off the bat. I'll take it. Another Espathra. So I do like Zoroark into a lot of this, if I'm being honest. And a big part of me wants to bring Farigiraf. I like Farigiraf into Basculegion a lot of the time. And I also like if I can stop King Gambit from hitting me with a Sucker Punch. Okay, I don't mind this lead. Luke says, my Manectric team got you into Master Ball. By the way, thank you for that. I'm glad that you mention it because that team is one that I've been working on an update for. And I have, as a backup plan, we might switch to that team eventually. But since you're going to bed, good night and thank you for stopping in. Maybe check in tomorrow and see if I ended up using it or not. Right now, Charizard's serving me pretty good, so I'm not entirely sure if that is the direction we're end up going in. Let's just Heat Wave and Icy Wind. We could Hyper Voice too. Yeah, it's Hyper Voice because of the King Gambit. This should do quite a bit of damage. Icy Wind would have felt really good this turn specifically, though. Oh, wow. I think they're just going for big damage on Chomp, but that's not a real Chomp, so... that didn't do a lot. I mean, I know the mouse is out, but... still thought that would have done more. Still KOs the Zoroark. I mean, that Helping Hand damage was really pitiful. Oh, no. Dude, that's really bad. Oh, okay, wait. We hit the right one. Okay. Yeah, I think we just keep going spread moves. Wonder how much that would have done to the mouse if we didn't miss. Super Fang plus Moonblast would probably hurt quite a bit, but seeing as how Dazzling Gleam plus Helping Hand did so little, I think we're okay. Okay, they're probably just going to go for it here. Hopefully they just like taunt. Oh wait, they're slow. It's a slow mouse. I guess they're maximum bulk. Ooh, okay, sweet. I think they were trying to do like a Super Fang type of thing. Okay, it's going to be Basque. This is tough. Oof. Yeah, I'm going to protect and set up Trick Room. See if they target Charizard or not. Okay. So that's gotta be a Scarf Basque because he outsped the Floette, who's very fast. Okay, I'm going to rip a Heat Wave and Psychic into Basculegion. And then if their last Pokemon is King Gambit... Oh, no, please. Oh, yeah, King Gambit gets roasted by this, though. Yeah. I mean, we don't... The Psychic is unfortunate, but... Just don't miss Heat Wave on King Gambit, and I think we're good here. Oh, no. Please. Okay, that's not the King Gambit. But we've missed 2 of our Heat Waves, which is kind of ridiculous. Okay. Missing that second Heat Wave could have cost us for sure here. Okay, I think we need to protect. I'll be honest, I don't think we're winning this if Zard drops. So we do have to get this correct. Basically, we need King Gambit to attack Zard. If he attacks Farigiraf, then I think we just lose. Okay. Oh, we're slower than the King Gambit. He's max speed. Okay. I was worried there because my Farigiraf is actually pretty fast. Sunlight fades, though. Interesting. Two more turns of Trick Room. So we definitely have to Heat Wave. I guess the question is... I think we go after Floette here. Please don't miss another Heat Wave. Okay. So this has been a weird one. It's part of the reason I like the team, because there is a lot of options. But at one point I was like, Farigiraf was not the bring here. Zoroark did very little. Like, really, it did not do much at all. And then Farigiraf kind of saves the day with this Trick Room. And now that they're locked into Wave Crash, they really can't do much to us. So, I mean, their Scarf. Both of these attacks are going into Bask. With the Wave Crash damage, I do not see them living this, even if they do target for... You know, they're not living a Dragon Claw at that range. Okay, and that puts me up to a 6-win streak. Kitten Mitten says, I'm running this really spicy core of Basculegion and King Gambit. Yeah, you're cooking with that one. You'll have to let me know how that works out, because that's, I've never heard of that duo before. Let's see how we're doing. $25.08. We're not climbing very much. It's like so dense in the top 2,500. It feels like only moving up 300 is pretty lame, but because that means if I didn't lose for the rest of tonight, what would I need? Let's just assume I'm gaining 300 per win, which isn't guaranteed. I'd have to win 5 more games. That's a lot. No, that's cool, Kitmans. I was just joking with you. I thought you were joking with me. Those Pokemon are very good. Don't get me wrong. When you called it a spicy core, I figured you were being sarcastic. Mega Houndoom is pretty rare, that's for sure. I had looked at him at one point. I forget exactly why. I think I was looking at him as a secondary Mega for a team, but I couldn't even tell you what I was doing at the time, and I didn't end up running it. I didn't even end up testing it, so. Alright, so this is our first Aerodactyl team, which is always a pain for Charizard. A lot of times I like to go Zoroark. So Icy Wind plus Rock Slide is usually pretty darn threatening. The only concern here is that this is probably a Mega Aerodactyl, because their only other Mega option is Venusaur. And Mega Venusaur, even though he does have Thick Fat, still doesn't handle Zard very well. I do not have this quite worked out in my head just yet, but I think this is what I'm going to try. So I want Zoroark to look like Whimsicott. That'll hopefully make it less likely for them to fake out. This guy's pretty high rank. He's got Arcanine coming in. I'm going to switch right into Charizard, actually. Because I could see you going for like a Will-O-Wisp. Giga Drain even. We resist both of those very good into this slot. Right now they're thinking Psychic on Whimsicott. What is this? Okay, cool. Okay. Now let's switch to Garchomp. I'd expect them to protect on Venusaur here, otherwise you are just going to lose him. That Psychic did a lot, by the way. I mean, it is one of Venusaur's only weaknesses in this form, but I still did not expect it to do that much. He got nuked. Whimsicott, the real Whimsicott actually would have been a good switch in here too to punish the Protect, but I kind of like our position. Don't think Snarl saves them. So, I mean, our biggest concern is the Aerodactyl. I think I'm just going to go Rock Slide and Heat Wave to punish that. And I think there's a good chance we could pick up Venusaur with that, for sure. Especially if we don't miss our moves. Okay, here's the Aerodactyl. So we need to hit Rock Slide into that slot. It usually does quite a bit, and hopefully Heat Wave in the Sun will pick it up from there. I think it can. Okay, he does end up living. Okay. Your last Pokemon's Arcanine? I don't think we need Charizard anymore. So I wouldn't mind him dropping here. Interesting. See how much this does to Ninetales. Oh, dude. I think we're cooked now. I kind of wanted them to knock out Charizard that turn. Okay, they miss Charizard. Okay, cool. Oh, wait, but Oh, wait. Charizard takes a Blizzard. Right? If we don't miss this, we're good, right? Cool. Kitten Mittens is asking if this is bulky Trick Room Zard. It's not meant to be. He is bulky. I will... Yeah, he is bulky. I mean, we're in a good spot. We essentially just need to make sure Tailwind goes up. And then I think we just win with Earthquake from there. So yeah, he's bulky. He's really just bulky to survive like certain rock slides. He's pretty standard, I would say. He's not very slow. If anything, I might run mine like a tad faster than most, but he's not super fast either. Okay, Flamethrower. I'll just Encore him into Flamethrower and switch in Garchomp. Because I don't see you really winning the game with that. And this way you can't like protect and undo all my stuff. Yeah. We did get a really nice dodge on the rock slide. But seeing as how I know I've been flinched a million times in my life from rock slide, I'll take it. We're on a 7-win streak. 2172. Let's just do another one. Okay. Well, I know what this is. If you guys don't know what this is the one-hit KO strat. So, Snorlax uses Fissure. Ooh. The Slowbro is scary, though. If he wants to, like, try to set Trick Room, that could be pretty awful. He's got a lot of Trick Room stuff, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring Farigiraf. Okay, we're not going to bring Zoroark at all. Dr. Bao Bao says, nice to catch your stream after a few days. Again, the last time you caught my stream might have been the last time I did stream. Okay, and actually they did bring the Slowbro. So, this is cool. So Sableye cannot use any priority moves against me, and I can stop the Trick Room. So I'm really happy to get the right call here. This could hypothetically be Mega Slowbro too. Interesting. Oh god. All right. Heat Wave. I don't know what this guy's trying to do right now. I am scared. I'm big enough to admit that I'm scared right now. So my plan right now is to get Whimsicott in for Encore, because I think if this Slowbro sets up enough of these, we're in big trouble. It is Mega Slowbro. Okay. So this guy's trying to become like an unkillable wall. We could lose to this very easily, I will not lie. Okay. Please set up another move. We really need you to. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I was going to say if I was really fearing something from the Sableye, we could switch in the Farigiraf, but I think we're okay. Dang, Sinister down. Right through the... Oh, we crit him. Okay. Alright, it's going to come down to who their last Pokemon is, because right now Sableye is not going to cut it. It's Incin. Okay. So we do need to do this appropriately. It's got 2 more turns of Encore. So if I switch Whimsicott out, we absolutely need to make sure he's back in another turn. I think we'll switch Sneasler out. And we'll just hard switch Whimsicott in one way or the other after this. That's going to be my plan. Okay, they do fake out the right call. Yep. Okay, so we'll switch Whimsicott in. We could just fake out. I guess fake out's pretty safe. Okay. Okay, they forfeit. That was a weird, scary one, even though we really didn't lose much. But I'm not going to lie, that one freaked me out for a second because they went with a strat I was not expecting them to do. Okay, 8 wins. This is a lot for me, to be honest with you. I don't think I've had an 8-win streak since I was in like the lower tiers. Okay, and we have to be within the top 2,000 now, I would think. Just barely. 1924. So if we get roughly 15 points per win, sometimes we get a little bit more, and sometimes, but not often, we get a little bit less. 2250 would be 4 more games away. And I think that's roughly where top 1,000 is. It might be a little bit past that now, so we might need 5 more games in a row, which is kind of ridiculous, to be honest, but we are at the end of the season. Alright, this one's a little scary. Overall, I really like our odds. But it's going to just come down to, like, the first turn. Like, we'll know within the first turn if we're going to win this or not. Because, like, unironically, just leading Basculegion and using Wave Crash into Charizard is probably the hardest thing for us to deal with. Kind of like Zoroark here. Okay. So, when I see everything they've got going on over there, I'm worried about Trick Room. Because, like, why do you have Torkoal on a Blastoise team? And I think either way, they probably lean towards Trick Room. So I want to use Imprison on the Trick Room. Okay. This is pretty decent for us. We have Citrus on Furgraph, which I think will put us in a pretty good spot as far as surviving a double up if they don't choose the Trick Room. This guy's pretty high up on the ladder, so I wouldn't be surprised if he does go on the offensive, seeing my Furgraph here, but he might go for it. Bear Claw. Okay, this could also just end things right here. Okay, we double hit, which is very good. Sneasler lives. Get a burn on Furgraph. They have their own Citrus. Okay. Well, he can't Psychic me and he cannot Hyper Voice me. Thunderbolt. Okay, so we're going to lose Zard. Oh, no, we don't lose Zard. That's crazy. Wasn't really expecting that, I'm gonna be honest. So my question now is, do I need Charizard? He's really good, so dropping him for no reason is kind of like... feels bad. Alright, let's switch to Garchomp and Hyper Voice. Okay. This should be pretty good damage on Blastoise. That doesn't work. This guy's high up in the ladder. I don't know why he did that. I think he just gave up out of embarrassment there. I mean, we were in a crazy good position, but yeah, Feint isn't a priority move, so Fargraph blocks it. And yeah, we're in 2200 rating now, and we're in a 9-win streak. Okay. I'm high enough now to where I am going to just keep checking to see how high up we are. Because my goal for today, which I thought might have been a little too much, was to get into the top 1000. And I really was not expecting to do like go on a 9-win streak. So I guess it's pretty, yeah, keep going. I will keep going, don't worry. I just want to see how close I really am, because as you could see, this has me at placement 1900, and you get into rank 1 when you're top 1000. So I do want to just keep checking where I am exactly. Okay. This team, we could cheese them with Icy Wind Rock Slide. I'm not going to lie though, the Sylveon is scary. And I'm pretty sure this is a Focus Sash Basculegion if I'm remembering correctly, so we can't like force him into one specific... I know this team, I don't think I've faced it yet, so I don't know exactly what they're going to end up doing. I'm going to try to mind game him. I'm just worried about the Sylveon. I think if they lead Sylveon... If they lead Sylveon, I basically needed Charizard. They are waiting for me, so we could make them wait. But I actually don't know what I'm doing yet, so... The question is, who do I want Zoroark to pretend to be? I feel like it's Whimsicott. Well, we're going to bring Whimsicott, but we're going to have Zoroark pretend to be Charizard. This guy's high rated as well. He's probably just on the cusp of 1000. Okay, this is the lead we want to see. And we probably would have been better off here if we had Zoroark pretend to be Whimsicott, because now they could realistically just protect and scout. And if they do, we're pretty much... it's pretty much over, not gonna lie. So, okay. That's also worse for us. Mega Arrow is definitely tough in general, and we also do not beat him with this combo. So regular Aerodactyl usually gets knocked out by Icy Wind plus Rock Slide. They don't protect, so that's really good. Let's see if we can flinch one of these guys. Okay, we missed someone, so that's terrible. Aerodactyl. Okay, that's the one we wanted to hit more than anything. They just... Oh, that's Scarf Garchomp. Okay. That makes sense. Double Rock Slide? Yeah. Zoroark lives, which is amazing. I'm afraid using the same exact attack again is a little too obvious, but it's kind of like what we need to do if they just like try to let these guys drop. I think I'm going to send in Whimsicott to try to cover for a Protect, because I think Aerodactyl protecting is really likely. Okay, switching. Sylveon in. He does protect. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're going to switch in Charizard, who should take a Hyper Voice fairly well. This is also a very obvious turn. So Encore, if you're afraid of Encore, you switch out. Luckily, the Garchomp is low enough to the point where if he switches into Garchomp, for example, Charizard should be able to knock him out with Heat Wave plus Tailwind. Okay, he doesn't switch out. We're doing good. But the Hyper Voice is going to hurt still a bit. Not going to lie. Okay, Charizard takes it well, Whimsicott doesn't. Heat Wave. I mean, you have to switch out. I think we just Heat Wave and set up our Tailwind. Because Tailwind has higher priority than Quick Attack, and I don't know if Quick Attack even KOs us from this range. And Garchomp and Charizard in underneath the Tailwind should be pretty scary for this guy. Okay. Okay. We do not want to miss anything from here on out. He does not attempt the heat or the quick attack. Crit on Sylveon. I don't think it matters too much because of who we are bringing with us, but I'll take it. Okay, so we have Zoroark here as the anchor. We're in a good spot, but they could still mind game us themselves a little bit here. Okay. So like here, I think what we have to do, like the most solid play we can make would be Rock Slide, knowing that it picks up the KO on Sylveon. It can miss though, so it's not like the safest thing either. And then Solar Beam into Bask. And then I guess they're... Oh, they're going Aqua Jet. That doesn't KO. No way. Oh, they had a lot of faith in that. Okay. Yeah, we're pretty bulky. pretty bulky on Charizard. Defense specifically, so both of those crit. That's not going to matter because this is usually Focus Sash on Basculegion on this set, and the Solar Beam would, if you're not bulky, it's going to do 100% without any problem. So we essentially just needed like 1 damage on that, but Rock Slide was always going to do probably around 10 or so, 10%. Okay, I mean, we're kind of cruising, guys. 10 wins in a row. 12, 25. Placement 16, 22. We're probably realistically in around 1300. $13.53. Okay. I think we need to win 2 more. Or beat someone like really highly ranked, but I don't think they'll push us up. Oh god, we're so close. I definitely could sense a backslide coming, but I'm just going to keep fighting to the best of my ability. Okay. Yikes. I mean, we have a game plan for this, generally speaking. But the Politoed, the Espathra, and the Floette are new. So usually what we do is we go Zoroark and Whimsicott to challenge the Sableye and the Archaludon. Garchomp is usually a bring as well. But with this composition, I'm wondering if Sneasler's the way. My Sneasler doesn't have Dire Claw though, so it probably is not super helpful. Okay. Toad has Encore and Hypnosis. Interesting. Okay, so this is what, Gravity? Oh yeah, that would make sense. I mean, if you're using Gravity, you're probably protecting turn 1, right? Am I wrong about that? Oh no, he's not. He's a crazy man. Wait, he's not using Hypnosis. I mean, unless he's using like raw Hypnosis. Roselli Berry, we expected that. Kind of crazy that if that was the real Charizard, we would have just blown this guy up. Okay. Interesting. Do you know if this Espathra also runs Mental Herb? The scary part is he should know that I am. I'm just going to rip it as if I don't yet. Oh, he used... Interesting. It's Colbur. Okay, that's good. That means he shouldn't be able to get out of here. I mean, he's going to set up a lot of comm mines, unfortunately. Well, the cool thing is, Encore is a priority move, and we'll have faster priority than Sableye will. So I can Encore him, and then Encore can't be used on Encore, so if he's trying to like disable Encore lock me, it won't work. Okay, that's fine. Unless Sableye does some crazy shenanigans here. Yeah. Okay. And I've got some crazy shenanigans in myself. I'm just going to raw Heat Wave. I'm not going to use my Mega. Because if they switch in Politoed, I want to be able to activate it afterward. Okay. And actually having them locked into Protect instead of Encore is, or not Encore, Combine is pretty sweet. Because then they're not becoming like... Okay. I mean, I can't use Encore on him. I guess I'm just going to set Tailwind. I mean, I'm still disabled, right? I would think I am for one more turn. Yeah. So I guess we'll just Tailwind up. Oh, shoot. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay, that might have been a misplay a little bit. Encore for one more turn. I guess we're okay. I am going to have to overheat, though. Do I? I guess we could just switch out. And Protect. As long as I go for the Encore next turn, he can't really, like, stop me. Because my Encore will always go before his Encore or Disable. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Curious. I guess Will-O-Wisp would be bad here, right? If he has it. Okay. So we're disabled now. Ooh. Critical hit right through the screens. I mean, has to happen eventually. Okay, Floette is going to come out. We have Tailwind for one more turn. I would think we're good to go here. We just have to not throw. Let's Dragon Claw. And Moonblast. Okay. Sinistra. They didn't bring the rain at all? Or does Sableye have Rain Dance? Encore disable light screen reflect. Oh, he doesn't. Interesting. Decent damage. Not so decent, but that's because of the reflect. Garchomp lived that, though. Which I didn't really want him to, but... This is really awkward now because they could set Trick Room. I really wish Garchomp dropped to that. That's unfortunate. We just have to go for it, I guess. I'm going to try to put Floette in Heat Wave range. I think we'll be pretty good as long as we manage to do that. Oh, it doesn't have Trick Room. That's good. I think this is guaranteed then. As long as we don't mess up with the Encore Disable stuff. Dazzling. Okay. No Trick Room is pretty crazy. Flinch. So I guess we'll never find out if this guy changed it or not. Alright, double Charizard time. Heat Wave. Plus Shadow Ball. Luckily everything's so low that I don't have to feel bad about locking into Overheat, but I just have to make sure I don't click Heat Wave again next turn, because if I give them the opportunity to disable and block that, that's like their one out to winning this game, I would say. Okay, interesting. I mean, if we double connect Shadow Ball, this is super over. No possible way to win. Double connect Heat Wave. Did I say that or did I say Shadow Ball? Okay, we double connect Heat Wave, and they're slow Floette, like really slow. Okay, so you can't stop both of these guys. All I have to do is Shadow Ball plus Solar Beam on the low HP Sableye, and it's a guaranteed. Yeah. Okay, I guess we're going to 11. Okay, let's see where we are. It's got to be one more. Is it? I don't know, actually. We didn't climb that high on that one. 1201. What were we, like 1350 or something like that? Might have to do 2 more, which is crazy. All I want is top 1000 right now. Speaking of crazy, this guy's nuts. The heck? This is probably the team that's going to roll me too, if I'm being honest. I mean, I'm definitely not going to underestimate Vivian, because that's a Pokemon I've used. Okay, we're going to lead Zard. Scarf coaching Lucario. I don't mind if they want to do that because we're leading Zoroark. I guess we bring Chomp and I'll bring Whimsicott in the back. Yeah, because we're leading Zoroark, we should be fine from either Final Gambit or coaching. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't want to jinx myself. Oh, okay. We're not even going to know. Okay. Let's see here. All right. We'll just lock Icy Wind and we will protect. Let's see if they want to fake out Whimsicott. They can't sleep powder Whimsicott. And after an Icy Wind, they shouldn't be able to sleep powder Charizard either, so this is a pretty good spot. I did want to be locked into Shadow Ball against the Starmie, but there's a lot of good chances for us here. Okay, cool. That's exactly what we want to see. And they're very unlikely to hit Sleep Powder into Whimsicott unless they're really just covering for the Zoroark. Okay. Okay. So Icy Wind plus Heat Wave kind of goes crazy here, I would say. Okay. So we'll be powering up Ceruledge, unfortunately, but yeah, let's see what happens here. Zoroark locking into Shadow Ball endgame here is looking really good. Okay. Makes sense. Guess we're going to just try to blast Starmie with the Solar Beam. Switching Zoroark back in with Shadow Ball is really scary for this duo. I'm not sure how much damage Starmie can do. It has huge power, so it's got double attack, but it's in the sun. It's going to protect. Okay, so Whimsicott is actually a pretty solid switch in here, I would say. Another Bitter Blade. Okay, I'm going to Encore. This is tough. Yeah, I'll call the Weavile switching in here. Oh, they tried to double protect. That's crazy. Okay. So I'm going to Encore Zoroark into or not Zoroark. I'm going to Encore Ceruledge into Poltergeist because he won't be able to hurt me as a normal ghost type. And then we should have him in a really awkward situation. Okay, so this is a good switch by him. That he had a guaranteed protect this next turn. That's why I kind of thought he wouldn't go for it. Okay, so we could Moonblast here. No, we don't have to do that. I'm gonna Tailwind and send in Chomp. So I think you're going to probably knock off. Oh, he's going to switch. Okay. It's definitely a complicated game. No fake out either. Probably knock off into Garchomp, I would guess. Yeah. I mean, do you have Ice Shard on Weavile? If you do, I can't really do much about it. I'm just going to double Weavile. Well, not double. I'm going to... Do I have him running around? Ooh, okay, that's good. I think we win. Yep. So we're going to knock out our Whimsicott, but Ceruledge shouldn't be able to handle a 3v1. Even though Charizard's pretty useless. Whimsicott has been crazy helpful in these last few matches. All right, here comes the worst Charizard impression of all time. One, because we're at full health when Charizard has taken a lot of damage, and two, because the sun didn't come up, so. We're just going to Shadow Ball and Dragon Claw for guaranteed damage. That doesn't miss. Okay. Well, that's good. I still don't think it's possible for you to win, though. Dragon Claw probably... I mean, that's got to do at least 30. Oh, that was a crit. Okay, so that's how much a normal Shadow Ball would have done. A little lucky there, but I still think we just have too many resources. Yeah. He probably needed to crit himself. Like, a crit Bitter Blade one-shot would have been pretty good. But then we could have just Earthquaked next to Charizard. I would have Earthquaked there, but I didn't want him to, like, protect. Okay, that's a 12-win streak. Placements are going up less and less. So I think I had my my presumptions about how much I would be going up is definitely off. I think that this top 1,000 area is just very dense. 1085. Okay, so we will go up to top 1,000 if I win the next one. Yeah, one more. This is a bad one, though. I'm not going to lie, guys. This is a real bad one. Because we essentially want to lead Zoroark Garchomp. But if they lead King Gambit, it makes it really not good. I think I'm going to go for it. I think our only hope, though, is to pretend Zoroark is Whimsicott. And if they do lead Garchomp and Aerodactyl, to like pressure them to not protect with the Encore pressure. Sometimes using Farigiraf is almost better because it makes them think we're going to set up like Trick Room in front of them. I do like Farigiraf, ironically, for the King Gambit situation, but I'm not sure if that guy's the call right now. I'm just going to run it. Yeah, I won't pretend that this team doesn't have its flaws. Aerodactyl, obviously an issue. We have a kind of an answer for Aerodactyl, but King Gambit is this guy is in the top 1,000. Okay, Aerodactyl Zard. I mean, ironically, oh, you know what this is? Darn it. Okay. This is Wide Guard. This guy's gonna... This is bad. I mean, so here's the situation. He can Wide Guard with Aerodactyl, so if I were to use Icy Wind Rock Slide, it would do nothing. If they don't do that, if they like protect Zard, which if you're using your Mega, you probably aren't. Okay, cool. So this is the play I did was for this specific play. So this is why I didn't use Icy Wind. This is why I didn't use Rock Slide. I don't think Dragon Claw can pick up from here, but maybe. No, he's really bulky. So he's just going to Heat Wave. Just flat out KOs Zoroark, though. Was a good call. We didn't get the KO, though. Okay, so we have to send in the real Whimsicott. My concern here is if you just switch right into Sylveon. Yeah, if they have Sylveon, interesting. Garchomp. Oh, double switch. Did they bring Sylveon? That's bad. Okay. Yeah, I think we lose. So this is the exact type of matchup that's really hard for us because we essentially need to win with Smoke and Mirrors, and this guy was able to play around it to the point where, like, we basically need a single target rock attack on Garchomp to cover for that Wide Guard play, which I don't have. And there's no way we're KOing the Sylveon. I'm going to Tailwind and Protect and see if I can get Charizard and Garchomp in next to each other, and maybe they can sweep in that situation. Okay. Well, Whimsicott's not going down, so that's not going to happen. I guess our best chance now would be a flinch on the Sylveon. Yeah, if we can flinch Sylveon, there's a chance here. I'm going to keep fighting for it, but it's really tough. We essentially need luck at this point. Okay, so we're switching. Our switch would have happened first. Okay. So we'd really, really need this flinch. See if we land first. Okay, 30% chance to flinch. No, okay. Is it over? It's pretty over, I would say. It's still not impossible, but it's like... two more turns of Tailwind? Yeah, it's pretty tough. Wait, how many? Sunlight, one more turn. Okay. Oh, that makes it even harder. So I have to delay this. Because if I were to use my Mega, we'd be out of Sun for the rest of the game. That's not going to KO. Oh, we missed somebody. Okay, we lose this one. we super lose this. Yeah. Yeah. No way. That Sylveon's really bulky too. I don't think the Heat Wave would have picked up without going Mega, but there was no way I would have had the juice to win the game without the Sun up, so I had to delay it. Minus 13. If we face someone else and get like 18 points, maybe 20 points even, it's possible this could be a promotion match, but probably not. This is a crazy team. Gotta go Zard plus Fergraph. Chomp. So is Zoroark better than Whimsicott in this situation? I think so. So I'm basically expecting them to be some sort of very reliant Trick Room team here. Okay. It's kind of what we were hoping for, though this lead is not without danger for sure. So we're just going to Mega, blast the Heat Wave, and then block the Trick Room with Imprison. So they can't use Fake Out. Now, believe it or not, if they double edge without using Helping Hand, we have like a 70 to 80% chance to live this. If they go double edge into Charizard. Oh, okay, that's really bad for them. And they're crazy. Well, it's going to be like that loss never happened, I think, guys, because there's no way you're coming back from that one. Holy cow. I mean, that was the worst possible turn one I've ever seen. Yeah, they instantly forfeit. I don't think we're going to get the points we're looking for there. Yeah. I guess he is the last resort one, so he had to press it.
We basically just canceled out. So we lost 12 and gained 12. Okay. So we'll go right back in because we know we just need one more game. That was ridiculous. Okay. I do not like the combination of King Gambit plus Garchomp and Floette, but I really don't want them to lead King Gambit. Okay. Okay, looks like I had a issue with OBS. So hopefully, I don't know how that's going to read in the video. Okay, this is a good lead for us. Because they are unlikely to set Tailwind with Farigiraf in the field, because the presumption is that, yeah, I'm back. The presumption is that I would be setting Trick Room to block your Tailwind. So let's see if they're able to pick up on that or not. And they also, if they really think this is Farigiraf, they won't be using a flying attack into us either, because it'll be blocked by priority. Okay, cool. So yeah, they didn't use a priority move one way or the other here. Very good. Okay. So, okay, he's done. Problem now is if they brought Garchomp in the back, we don't have a way to outspeed him. Well, we do actually, technically. And that would be Farigiraf. So now we really do want to set Trick Room, I guess. Then again, Charizard's faster than this guy. Oh, he's probably going to drop to Recoil. Does he? Oh no, he has too much health, yeah. Interesting. I mean, they're a very slow Floette. And I'm jolly with the berry that reduces dragon damage. And you kind of have to use Rock Slide here. So I'm just going to use Farigiraf and Earthquake. I really don't want to hit my Giraffe with an Earthquake, but I have to. I guess I could have protected Charizard. I actually don't know why I didn't do that. Oh, because, yeah, no, I could have protected Charizard. But, okay, let's see what they ended up doing here. If they went with Rock Slide, we're in a really good spot. Yeah. And they're slower than us. Or we want a speed tie. All right, Basque is interesting because if you are Scarf, then you can't beat Farigiraf. Okay. I think I'm going to set Trick Room. And Dragon Claw the Garchomp. And okay. That's rough. Ironically, I think we win from that, though. They kind of need to protect, get a double protect on Garchomp. Or if they're like Citrus Berry on the Basque, which we still don't really know. So I'm going to bank on them being Scarf. We know the Chomp isn't Scarf. It kind of makes the most sense. I wonder if I have to, though. Could I just, like, Hyper Voice? No, Hyper Voice doesn't really do much. I'm just going to double into Chomp. And if they last respects it... Oh, no. Oh, wow. That's a really slow Garchomp. Okay. He's crazy slow, actually. Okay. So the good news is he is, I think, locked into that. Trick Room for 3 more turns. I can't remember how much Psychic did. I don't think it did 50%. That really sucks. I can't believe he has such a slow Garchomp. That's crazy. That's bad. Ooh. Darn it. Okay, we lost another one. That one, very weird. I mean, that guy's running Garchomp at like 140 or something for no reason. Okay, let's try another one. If I lose 2 in a row, I'll probably call it. If I win another one, I'll go for it again. Okay, and this is the type of team we don't really like to see. Yeah, this type of team is very specific at countering what we like to do. But then again, the Aerodactyl could just be a Mega Aerodactyl. So in that case, I'm not going to overthink the wide guard situation. If I see Charizard in Aerodactyl, then you know it's wide guard. Wow. I mean, this guy, I really don't know what he's going to try to do. He's going to blow up Garchomp, that's for sure. If he doesn't wide guard, though, we do have a 30% chance to flinch the Sylveon. And all I really want to do is knock out Aerodactyl, so if we accomplish that, I'm pretty cool with it. If this is Mega Aerodactyl, it won't drop no matter what, though. Okay. Okay. This won't KO, but it'll put him very low. And if we did flinched one. Okay. Oh wow, we live with both. Huh. I'm gonna Icy Wind and switch into Whimsicott to cover for Protects. Icy Wind should KO Aerodactyl. And they could just Protect and Hyper Voice again, but then I should be able to get Charizard in very safely. Okay, they switch for Basque. I'm going to Encore Sylveon into Quick Attack and potentially sack Garchomp here. Oh, okay. Yeah, this shouldn't be that strong is what I was thinking. So essentially what I want to do is win the game under Tailwind. I'm going to Protect for a turn, because I'd rather my Tailwind last as long as possible. I also don't want Zoroark to enter... Okay. Gonna Heat Wave and Encore the Aqua Jet. Then again, this is pretty bad. I think Zoroark's too low. Kind of depends on what they do, what they have left. If they were able to... Well, they should know Zoroark is Choice Scarf. So I guess for this to work, we would need to be able to sweep the entirety of the team. So this probably... I don't know. Again, this type of exact composition is a little tougher. You could switch out Basque as well here. Okay. Oh, wow. Wait, I didn't even set Tailwind, did I? I think, yeah. I think I just, maybe I've been playing for too long. Not paying enough attention. Did I? Yeah, I didn't set Tailwind. I just lose. I needed to set Tailwind there to even have a chance. Let's see here. No, I didn't. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like playing too many turns in my head at the same time, I guess. Well, let's see if this guy just completely misplays. I won't give up until we lose, but we need Zoroark to not drop here, essentially, is our only chance. Yeah, he could tell. But it wasn't looking good either way, so I don't feel terrible about it, but definitely needed to Tailwind that turn to even have like a hope. But now Aerodactyl comes in. I suppose we do have the smallest hope of potentially winning if Rock Slide does miss. But then we still need to be able to 1v1 their last Pokemon as well. And they have Garchomp. So if this guy brought Garchomp in the back, which I don't know why you wouldn't, then it doesn't really matter. Okay. It's going for some chip damage. I mean, he could have brought Aegislash, I guess, for Wide Guard, maybe? No, it is Garchomp. Yeah. So we need to, like, miss 3 Rock Slides in a row, which is, like, a 0.1% chance. And I would give up, but if there is a very slight chance, I will wait and see. If I know there's no chance, I do not mind forfeiting, but... yeah, we hypothetically still could have won that because he wasn't going to knock out without Rock Slide, essentially. Okay. Especially since I misplayed so hard there, I think I'll call it here. I usually stream for about 2 hours at a time. One of these days I would like to do like a longer stream because I am trying to like rank up to like these high ranks. I think it'll serve me better to just play like a couple hours at a time, but maybe when the ladder resets next week, I can do like a longer stream where it'll probably be a mixed bag of the type of people I'll be playing, and we will try that out. So, I mean, I do have a lot of people here with me right now. I mean, compared to how many concurrent viewers I usually get. So I do appreciate everyone coming in. Yeah, we went on a pretty crazy run. So if you came in late, check it out. We basically got up to like a 12 win streak at one point. I started the stream with, I think, a 2 win streak. So yeah, definitely check things out and subscribe if you're new. Again, I should be streaming more. I also create, regular VGC videos pretty often. So look forward to those. And until next time, happy battling.